Danny Queen, and welcome to another exciting edition of Color Me Poetry this evening. And I'd like to welcome my most illustrious guest. Today we're going to talk about astrology, and we're going to talk about numerology and the importance of numerology and astrology. I'd like to take this time to welcome my guest, numerologist and astrologist, Darrell King, and also my good brother, Roger Phillips. Welcome, brother. You've been here before, yes. And we're certainly looking forward to a great show. We're going to talk about the astrology. Tell us a little bit about how you get started on this track with astrology and numerology.
Well, like I said before when I was on your show, at first I really didn't have an interest in astrology, and I had really sought to disclaim astrology.
Really?
And in my quest to find the flaws in this so-called, at the time I thought it was a so-called pseudoscience, I found just startling evidence that this was indeed the world's first science, and also the world's first psychology.
Okay.
It was like a psychoanalysis of the mind and of the human soul.
So you went in looking for mistakes?
Yes, yes I did. Yes I did. I went in looking for holes, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened?
Well, the first thing I found, I used myself, as I do every other thing, as I do holistic health and any other venture that I take, I use myself as pretty much a guinea pig. Okay, I took my birthday, and I took the time of my birth, and I determined that I would do my own horoscope.
Okay.
And as I did that, I saw that 98% of the information that I got was just dead on the money. I mean, it told me pretty much about my personality. It told me pretty much about the personality of my parents. It told me about my likes, dislikes. It even told me about certain flaws which I had that could be improved.
What did you think when you saw this and you said, "Well, this is like looking into a mirror"?
Well, when I saw that, I began to do the charts for other people, at my job place.
You started to believe then?
Exactly. Oh, I definitely believe. Plus, I saw a connection with astrology and the Creator of the heavens and the earth, with God. And I saw that instead of being an art form that was of the devil or something that was
because people will say that type of thing.
Yes, they will.
I've always thought that everything in life is connected. We're not disconnected from nature.
Exactly.
I don't believe that we're disconnected from the stars and the moon and all that there is.
Right.
If we say we believe that God created everything, and He's omnipotent, all powerful, if you will, and all knowing.
Exactly. Well, if
we're connected.
We have to be, because I know that my great-grandfather would tell me often. I mean, I'm sure that God didn't put the stars in the sky simply for man to enjoy, to just look up and say, "Ooh, that's pretty." They have a function, and it's more than just your basic exoteric or practical function. They have an esoteric or spiritual function as well. They are the handwriting of the Father.
I see astrology as a roadmap, if you will. Even the Bible says, as it is in the heavens, so it is below.
Yes, correct. Exactly.
And some of us take that out of context to mean something else,
Right.
But that's the way I see it. And my brother Roger,
yes.
How you doing, brother? It's good to have you back here with us again. Both of you, really.
Yeah.
And you've been very busy doing a lot of things.
Exactly.
Now, your interest is where'd your interest come from?
Oddly enough, it started almost like Darrell's did. I was a skeptic in the beginning as well.
Okay.
My family, we're from Trinidad, and very, very spiritually based. So coming up, much in the church, I, had a very spiritual base, pretty much in everything, in all facets of my life. As a result of this, I was taught that astrology was in opposition to the teachings of the Bible.
Yes.
Okay. But being a Capricorn, I don't take anything at face value. Okay, even though I was hearing this, even though I was hearing this from authority figures, my parents and my elders, it was like, well, let me find out for myself.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Being a Capricorn.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a Capricorn.
Exactly. So
you're Who are you?
Oh, I'm a Pisces.
Okay.
I'm a Pisces.
Good.
So I mean, it's this
So it's cool.
this science is tailor made for us, you know, for being Pisceans. I mean, look at Shaquille O'Neal. Even though he's a baller, he's a basketball player. He's not only a visionary, but he's also a big kid. He loves movies. He loves fantasy.
Right.
You know, he wanted to be not a basketball player, but when he was growing up, he wanted to be a dancer. He was a great break dancer. Dr. J was not known for his just incredible physical skill on the court. Yes, he was a Piscean. Matter of fact, he made the movie called The Fish That Saved Pittsburgh, an old B movie, you know, very low budget, but it had a lot of astrological mention in the movie itself. And Julius Erving, like I said, although not really known for his physical domination on the floor, he just had flawless basketball moves, and his ball movement, handling of the ball was just excellent, and that comes from the feet being ruled by Pisces.
Oh,
yes,
that's right.
Ooh, that's neat. I didn't know that.
Oh yeah,
I never thought of it. And Muhammad Ali, who's a Capricorn.
Oh well, all of the great heavyweight champions of the 1970s were Capricorns.
So wait a minute, we had George Foreman, and then we had Muhammad Ali, two Capricorns.
And also you had Joe Frazier as well.
Joe Frazier.
And that's why you saw that those bouts went well within the 15th round. And neither man would dare give up. Remember I believe it was the Thriller in Manila. Both men pummeled each other to death nearly, because Capricorns are I mean, they're the mountain goat. They're ruled by Saturn, and they definitely want to reach the top by all means necessary.
Now, Roger, you were telling us how this sparked your interest in how your family would say that.
Right. I was actually taught that astrology was in opposition to the Bible.
Right.
And as I mentioned before, being a Capricorn, it was like, okay, well, let's just find out.
Right.
So I started doing my own research, and it's like, wait a minute. And it's like a side-by-side comparison. I had my astrology books here, and I had the Bible here. And it was literally like, just going back and forth.
Okay.
And it's like, no, they're not in opposition. They actually complement each other. They actually complement each other. And at that point, I realized this is not just, a valid science. It is of God. It is actually His teaching, and it is also in the Bible.
Why would you say that?
It is heralded in the Bible. As a matter of fact, today I'd like to go into some actual specific quotes for anyone who may question that.
Yeah, because I'd like to do that, starting off. Because we know that there are people who watch who say that astrology is an occult science, and it's against God, and it's against religion, and it's against spirituality.
Okay.
So for those people who are doubting Thomases, you're always going to have people like that, and it's fine.
True.
It's all part of life.
That's right.
Well, can I say one thing before Roger goes into his biblical prose? Always remember that the Bible has been changed many different times during the centuries. Translated, if you will.
Even in the fly page of the Bible, it tells you diligently compared and revised from the original times.
Exactly.
So
it's a very subjective
the original times.
Very much so. And if you will, William Shakespeare, who was a very good companion of